Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Vussy Magz. Forex in the building. You already know the vibes. If it ain't about the money, I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. So today it's a Sunday, I know. So I just want to share with you guys real quick what I'm looking forward to happening this week, right? So right off the bat, you can see my chart is gold. I'm gonna keep it 110% with you guys. For the past 2-3 months, I've been making most of my money from trading gold only. So I wanna give you guys some insight how I look at the market and the breakdowns. If you've been a subscriber of the channel, then you will know some of the concepts I'm going to talk about here, because you know what I'm saying, you're a familiar face. And if you're new to the channel, just try to, you know what I'm saying, try to keep an open mind. Don't write anything off or write anything on before actually going to test. So this is our gold chart in the building. This is the H1. So I find it, if you really want to see the direction of where the market is going, of course, go to your daily. We know what's been happening with gold. Generally, gold is just an uptrend. It's been buying forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Feel me? We made an all-time high, which is the trend line that you're seeing there. And then now we came to make a lower high, you know what I'm saying? So the market now is kind of like consolidating, trying to make some structure. Because you know, if a market goes to make all-time high, there's no price action at that level yet. So the market now has to adjust to the new price and start making some price action there, so now we can get more structure and, you know what I'm saying, get more entries, which is more money. So we're gonna go to doing a top down real quick. So we're gonna go to our H4. Actually, guys, I want us to talk about something on my next video, but I'm interested to hear from you guys on the comment section, right? I read a comment saying on the last video that I posted, there was a comment saying we don't need any more SA brokers, right? We don't need any more SA brokers using the same blueprint to eventually just, it all ends the same way. Basically, that's what the comment is saying. Right? These brokers are just doing the same thing that the other SA brokers are doing, so it's repetitive, right? So I'm interested to hear from you guys. Do you think that's true? Do you think we don't need any more SA brokers? Or do you think we need more SA brokers? Just drop a comment and let me know why you think so. Alright, so now we're on the H4. Let me just remove my period separators. H4, to be honest with you, it really does nothing for me unless I'm inside trades. You see, when I'm inside trades, that's when I go to the H4 to see how the structure on the H4 is. But generally, to go and open trades, I don't ever use the H4. But if my trades are like taking longer than expected, i.e., if I enter trades during London session and now it's overlapping into New York and I'm still holding the same trades, then I go to H4 and check the structure. Maybe I might pick something up there, if whether I should close or I should hold. Hope you guys get me. And finally, this is my sweet spot now, the H1. You see, the H1 gives me the best structure. And I'm sure you're seeing these 2 horizontal lines. Well, there's 3 now. But we just described that this one at the top is the all-time. So we don't make any mistakes. You understand? So I want to describe what's happening there with the lines that you're seeing, right? So obviously these are the period separators. This is Friday's price action. This is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, right? This is all in the space of a week, right? So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This market has been moving sideways. This market was not really moving, but because it's gold, you can still scale in small, but you still make money still, regardless. Not every trade is supposed to be you holding for 2 days or whatever. So that's that. So the reason now of the lines, this is how I want you to look at the price of what's happening. This was the weekly break, right? So this is Friday, this is Thursday, this is Tuesday. No, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So this line here was for I look at the whole week and I look at the low of the week and high of the week. You understand? So this was where the market opened. So automatically there was the low and the price kept going higher and higher. And then on Thursday there was the peak, which was the high of the week. You understand? So with this now, I go into the following week with the same structures, because sometimes the market will come and do what? And test. You see, there was a perfect trade there. There was a perfect trade. You see here, perfect trade. Once the market comes back to a previous session low, not really previous session, because this was a previous week. Once the market retraces to a weekly low or a weekly high, expect something to happen, because there's a lot of liquidity sitting there. You understand? I don't want to go deep into this liquidity stuff and confuse the new people in the channel, but just know that if a market goes to a low of the previous week, it can be a monthly low and a monthly high. This goes both ways. You have to look at the weekly. If you're trading New York, you have to look at the previous session highs and lows from London session and Tokyo and mark them out. And then now we're going to look at the daily high and low, weekly high and low, monthly high and low. Every time the market goes to those zones, something is bound to happen. You feel me? So that's why I went into this past week. Now we're in Sunday. This past week with these two lines in mind. I knew that the price is most probably gonna play in between, and if it breaks out, the price will continue moving in that direction. You understand? So, and I was right. The market did move in between those two lines. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna look at this week. So this week opened here. It went to a low, which was also previous weekly low. So our low stays the same, but the high on on Wednesday, the market now went to do what? To make a new high, which is this one. So now we're going into this week, the new week. Any price action after here, it's what? It's a new week. So anything that's going to happen from here onwards, that's going to be on Monday, which is tomorrow, midnight actually. So the price action that's going to be happening here, it's either the price has to first take out this high and then go and play and take out this, even if it doesn't take out the second high, but it has to go and make contact somewhere. So before we even look at the first one, we have to look at this one. It's either the market is going to go and test the low one or go and break it, take it out, or it's going to go test this one. So now we know we have to look at what's happening in between this horizontal line and also this horizontal line. Guys, to say what's going to happen, I can't tell you what's going to happen with this market, man. All I can tell you is what to do in case something happens. So that means going into today, well, going into tomorrow, which is Monday, look at what happens during Tokyo session. I usually trade the Tokyo session and then I sleep in the morning. I miss the London session, and then I also come back during the New York session. So those are the two sessions I trade with gold. So you have to go look at what's happening, the structure this is going to give during Tokyo session, midnight if you're up. Or if you're going to sleep and wake up in the morning, look at the London session, what's happening on London session, going into New York. You're going to see structures. It's going to start making structures. There's going to be breakouts, or there's going to be retests, and then you can enter. A good example of this now is if you look on Friday's move. Let's break down Friday's movement so you can understand what to kind of look at. So we're going to go to our 15 minutes time frame now. 15 minutes time frame. You see the market opened there. It went to a low. And then after this low, it came to make a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then the market now was chilling way here. You see? So now the market going to make a new low of the day, which was here. So as the market moves away, we want to know, is it going to make a higher low? And then is it going to make a higher low going to a higher high? Or is it going to make a lower low and going to a lower high? But the price fails to break below the body of these candlesticks. Never mind to just give us a wick below, but it doesn't. So we know that what the sentiment now is a buy. So after you get this rejection, you don't enter here. You enter after we get a touch of that zone, and then the market moves away, and then you buy. You can go for 1-to-1, 1:2. Usually I just go for 1-to-1 if I'm trading in between a session, because I'm just trying to get in and get out. Fund big, use a big lot size, and then that's how you're going to win. But also if you're entering there, you know your SL, you can't afford to put a SL that's very high, or you understand, just put it below this week, because it might just wick out and come back. But I try to put it below the previous week that's like sticking out. And then if I'm going to 1-to-1, if I'm going for 1:1, then my TP will generally be here. But I try to not aim for the previous highs or as a TP. I just go with what the market is showing. If I'm seeing strong momentum, I might hold a little bit longer, and then so that was the trade. So similar thing I'm saying for Thursday. The market goes to make a high, comes to make a low, and then it moves in between, it comes back, right? it does close below. So if we entered there, that's what I'm saying. It gave us a candlestick confirming entry, right? Gave us a candlestick confirming entry. We enter, right? And then it goes to hit tip. It goes to hit SL. After that, it comes and does the same thing again. It gives you another pin. You re-enter again, and then you make your money back. Here you can go for 1:2, or you might hold and see what's happening. Then you still win. And then there's also this low. Now again, it goes to make a new low of the day, and then eventually after a winning trade here, the market comes back to this zone now, which was the new low of the day. And then you do what? You enter after rejection, and then you just put a 1-to-1, nice 1-to-1 or 1-to-2. We're inside. This is basically between London, New York. Yeah, London and New York sessions. So that's what I'm saying, or multi sessions. So I really can't tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. You understand? We have to first get some price action and see what's happening in between the sessions. So yeah, basically I can extrapolate more on this, but I think I'm gonna do it at a later stage. For now, I don't want to overwhelm you guys with the knowledge. I'm saying, so try to go in your charts, use the H1 and M15, and also add your period separator so you can see which days are end, when the days are ending and stuff like that. So period separators, I put it first, high of the week and low of the week. That's where you can just start, and then from there use your H1, take it down to M15 when you're looking for the entries. Understand? Entries, you're gonna get them on M15. These trades usually they're gonna at most 2-3 hours, but sometimes there's really no movement, so you might have to wait a little bit longer. But generally expect to be in 2-3 hours there. You're in and out. And lastly, I know I took a little bit of a break. Well, not a break, but I wasn't dropping really for a minute, probably like 4 months or whatever. So I did the vlog the other day of what happened when I got invited to the launch of Xauusd, which is a new broker, which sparked the conversation that do we really need new brokers or we don't need them, which I'm going to talk about, like I said. So I realized I just dropped that vlog. I wasn't really expecting much of it or whatever, and I'm seeing you guys are still watching and engaging, which made me realize that, hey man, maybe I wasn't appreciating you guys. I'm saying for real, because I shouldn't have gone that long without dropping J. But I just believe that if I don't have quality content to drop, I'm not just gonna drop for the sake of just dropping, guys. So sometimes I'm saying just chill with me a little bit. Trust me, when I do have something really to drop quality, that's been my, I can say, mantra since day one. If it's not quality, I'm not gonna drop it. But if I feel like someone really needs to see this or hear this, I'll definitely drop it. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. If you're OG or you've been subscribed to the channel, shout out to you guys, man. I do this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So boy, Vussy Magz signing out. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.